mene soittaa kaikkea diskoa nyt tällä lailla perjantain kunniaksi. Ei muuta. Joo, aloitellaan pian. We'll start soon if there's someone who's gonna... This will be in English anyway. But yeah. What time is it? Oh, 1 minute. Sä et varmaan oo vielä niinku livenä. Ai tää on livenä. Alright, so we're live. I guess we have to start. Thank you everyone for coming here. Very nice to see you all. Let's turn off the copyright music before University of Arts gets sued by, you know, people. Welcome. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time introducing myself. Not that I'm expecting that, you know. I shouldn't. I just mean I don't want to spend time in like talking about that. I'm gonna go straight to the issue at hand. Okay, I'm a bit nervous. Anyway, so this is called iDesign, as I'm sure you already know. And in this performance, high screen, people looking at the stream, I'm gonna do live sound design on a video that I shot when was it, last year I think? No, in May, in London, in Hackney Wick, in East London. The video material was shot by Video in Common. Video in Common is a nice production company doing a lot of exciting things in London. I was happy to get them on board. And yeah, so we went around Hackney to shoot this video of me doing various things. Let me see if I can find the original somewhere. What's the name? Oh yeah, there we go. So the video was like this. I'll just kind of show you small bits. It's like me doing things around Hackney. And I had this script, and my idea was that in front of the audience, I will record the script and do the sound. So it will be like a video essay with, like a script read by myself. For example, here I was flipping the penny, and I was talking about art grants and this and that. And then there I was listening to the beat of the London city. So those kind of things, and then, yeah, exactly. And then here I am smelling the flowers and playing a USB MIDI controller and kind of mixing the world. My idea was that when I get the faders up and down, the sounds around me will change, but that was bullshit. Or I don't know. I always kind of start to hate my own ideas quite quickly. And then we did something else, but we got thrown out from here because this was private property. I'm glad you're laughing because that helps me. And here I'm eating licorice and something. And then this is the scene that we're gonna do today. Because yes, so I did this in London at the Space residency, which allowed me to do this in the first place. And oh, by the way, just so you know, Laura here is filming us. So if for some reason you don't want to be in a live stream that will end up in YouTube, and also I might use the video later on my works. So if you don't want to be seen in that video, just maybe sit somewhere a bit farther away. But nothing bad. I mean, I will not use it in any ironic, weird way. This will just be a documentation video. But just so you know, you are being you might be seen in the documentary. All right, now you know. Sorry, should have been clear about that. Anyway, so when I was doing this in the White Building, which is this place in East London, I thought that I could do this 16-minute video, and it took me 2 hours, and we did 2 minutes, and everybody was really bored, and people were walking out. I mean, I'm sure some people enjoyed it, but it was kind of a bit too long, to be honest. So that's why today I was thinking we could just focus on this part. But here's the thing. And my idea was that I would have had instruments here, a microphone, and you guys could done sounds with me. Could somebody do some steps or effects, different kinds of sounds together? Let's all say woo, and I will record that and use it in my video. And then the video with the sounds we all made would end up online, and only I would get famous, but you would feel like you were there when that happened. Okay, I will not do any more ironic jokes. Just not to myself. Anyway, so that was my plan, to do sound design to my own video in front of audience, right? But then, and yeah, so that's why I would have had microphones so we could do stuff together. But then I was like, nah. I kind of give up quite easily. Also, we are at the Light and Sound Design Department degree program in University of Arts Helsinki. And for those of you who doesn't know what that is, well, University of Arts Helsinki is an art school, and they teach light and sound design. And a lot of the people here, you're light and sound design students, BA, MA. So I was thinking what could be a good thing to do in front of this kind of audience. And I was thinking maybe I should just close my laptop and say listen, do not do design. Nobody needs any more sound design, or maybe let's do less design. And maybe this video is good without any sounds, But then that, of course, also felt a bit binary, then, what's anything? Why do anything? Which is also a good question. So yeah. So then I So to be honest, I don't know what we're going to do tonight. This will take maybe 45 minutes. Obviously, feel free to leave. About cell phones, you can keep your cell phones on. I'm sure somebody who, cares for you might call you or text you or something. Maybe there's something happening online that is more exciting. I would say completely okay. I encourage you to live your life in other places. You don't have to be here. Obviously, you've all made the decision of being here, so that's nice. But this is basic, but just to point out that if your phone rings, I don't know if anyone has a ringing phone anymore, but if your phone rings, that's okay. Any questions at this point? Really happy that there's no questions, really, really happy. I don't know what to answer, to be honest. This will be a disappointment to a lot of people, that's very obvious, maybe to myself. I mean, this is kind of some would say that this is a minor work, that you know, this is a week of this Studia Generalia lectures in the school, and I'm doing one of them, and maybe this is not so artistic, so maybe this shouldn't be such a big thing to me, but this is like huge for me, and I'd be really, really kind of anxious about being here. And since I also graduate from this same school, I studied sound design, it feels like I'm talking to my parents right now. Kind of like, so what have you been doing with your life for the past X years? And I'm like, well, I did this video. So what we have here, by the way, this is like a sound designer's like, you know, platform. Like this is what I would normally have on my like, when I do sound design. I do sound design for commercials, for other video works, very, very rarely for theater, for radio. So I like snacks, so I bought this, can we get a zoom on the snacks? I mean, I don't have like an endorsement or anything, but it's pure snack, some Finnish berries, and then there's one with spirulina, chlorella, and lime, also a pure snack. They were €5. I'm getting paid €88, so after taxes, that's like 15% of my salary. But don't worry, I'm also a lecturer in the school, so I have a part-time salary coming in anyway, so, you know, I'm good. Not that you would worry about my salaries, but okay, this is horrible already. Anyway, by the way, let's see if the feed actually works, the live feed, because we can do like feedback. Because that's obviously the first thing that sound and light designers do when they start studying. They want to play with feedback. So let's see, there's the stream link. Just kind of by the way thing. I'm good. Not that you would worry about my salaries, but okay, this is horrible already. Anyway, that was a moment we had. Back in time when we were all more younger and optimistic. Anyway, so I mean, this whole idea is like kind of not that exciting, like. But I'll start now. I'll put a few sounds. Like sound design is so silly. Like, come on, like I'm putting sounds in sync here. Why is everybody so crazy about sync? Why is everybody so kind of excited about sync? Well, let's do some sync. For example, in the beginning of this film, you can see me brushing my hair. So at this point, let's get creative. I have free sound here, which some of you might know. It's a place where you can download a lot of sounds for free. Some of them are more or less copyright free. Some of them have some limited rights. Anyway, what sound would you guys insert here where I'm brushing my hair? Any suggestions? Anything?
Styrofoam rubbing.
A what?
Styrofoam rubbing.
Oh, styrofoam. How do you? I know what it is, but how do you styrofoam?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was very good. That was very like sound designer choice. Like not to say an actual sound, but you know, styrofoam. That's how they do it in Hollywood. That was really good. Thank you. And here's the nice thing: we can just like try it while. Can we? Maybe we can. Pretty good. Let's just, for the sake of it's Friday and we want to get our moods up, let's give a round of applause for the first. Thank you. That was very kind of you to kind of use your bodies in that way. I have a folder here called Esityksessä 30, which means performance at Sound and Light Design Department's 30th year anniversary. And now I'm gonna put this sound. I'm not gonna go. I won't be this anal throughout. But anyway, here is a folder, and then we're gonna put the sound there. I'm sure you all traveled through the rain to see me tell you how a folder works. I'm sure that was like on top of your list this morning when you woke up. Like, I want to see how a folder works. Okay, so there we go. Moi. Right, here we go. Oh, sorry, bad timing. Be a bit later. Oh, I have that grid on, which automatically puts the sound to beat. Too late. Also, my cable dropped. So. Okay. Yes, we can. So this is what I do for money. Like I said something earlier about this being like talking to my parents. So if they're watching, now you know. I move clips around to create sync. Because like, yeah. I'm not gonna go to the whole thing right now. No, it just seemed right. The worst thing is that the last time I did this, I don't think there was a lot of sound designers in the audience, but now we have like tons of sound designers. So everybody's like, you're so bad at it. Like, how can you be so bad at putting things on sync? So I'm sorry about that, but. Also, that's like, I think that's already good. Like, we can maybe mix it a bit. Like, let's take the low frequencies out. I somehow like this more, but then again, that's against the originality. And then I'm gonna compress it a bit, so it'll be a bit more. Yes. But now, I guess you're all wondering, well, there are all those sounds of like the world at large behind me or like around me. Shouldn't that be kind of noted in the sound or like taken into account? Well, here's the thing. This video could also be like, you know, sounds tell us about something about the world where the video takes place or where the work takes place. So maybe this work takes place in a magical universe where there are no city sounds and only like the sound of styrofoam. And like now we are being creative. So then we meet the director, who is also happen to be the sound designer, and I'm like, okay, hi Kimmo. Yeah, I was looking at this quite good. Yeah, that would work. But do you think like there's something like I would like to like hear something like greenish, like a bit like flat but like greenish but like cloudy. You know, like what I mean, like 60s like jazz records that were not released, that kind of sound. Yeah, I can totally do that. That's really easy. That's really easy. And then I'll just put any sound there, and this guy will be like, yeah, that's quite good. I'm enjoying the fact that somebody does what I'm asking them to do. I don't care what it actually sounds. I just like the power. I, director, you, design. Anyway, that wasn't scripted, by the way. That was like the best thing I said tonight, but this one wasn't scripted. It was just a gift of improvisation. I'm trying to speak slower. Maybe. Okay, anyone? What kind of ambience you would like? Of course, this is why this is silly. Why would you care? Why would you care what this piece of video you have in front of you? What kind of sound? Well, of course, this is all like make believe. You have to kind of think that this video is important, and maybe at large you should think that art is important. So you know, there's a lot of caring for you to do here. Anyway, what would you... Also, let's not care about the sync. Let's think this is like a 70s Fellini film with like really like referential sound design, all right? Anyway, what would you put... That's a nice sound. That's a very good sound there. What would you put in the background? Anyone? Something in the background.
Styrofoam universe.
So that's up to you. What kind of universe would you create if you would be a designer who is a god? Yes.
Well, that's still kind of like your design. I'm not so in it yet.
No, you will never be. It's completely my work. Like this is what I mean. This is make believe. This is like participatory in the worst sense. Like I'm just milking you of ideas, and then later on this will be shown in like, you know, in amazing places, like in London or Berlin or Helsinki. Helsinki is kind of cool around nowadays, right? Isn't it?
Well,
Is it?
the background could be like a kärpäsparvi.
Or like a swarm of flies.
Yeah.
Flies. A lot of flies that fly in different directions. Are you sure? How can you know? Who writes something like that? That's amazing. That's so particular. I really like that. Again, another person. This is Miklovan, and then Department 64 is the same thing. A group of flies near the ground, buzzing and bumping into each other. How? I never noticed this before. All right, but flies. That has to stop. Okay, yes or no? Who thinks that was a good idea?
Yeah.
So many. You're so optimistic. I like this like early Friday evening optimism. Like you still believe it'll be a nice weekend. There's this, like I go watch Kimmo. It might be horrible, whatever. Then we're gonna have some drinks. Anyway, I mean, I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun this weekend. There's a lot of stuff happening this weekend. There's a lot of good parties today, tomorrow. A lot of good stuff. Oh, by the people who are watching this from the stream, I can't. What's the word? I can't guarantee that there's a lot of good parties where you are. So, just by the way, has anyone commented on Facebook? No. No one is watching. I think we can actually see if someone's watching this. I can imagine. No, there's no likes at least. Can you see it from there if people are watching? Do you have?
19.
Huh?
19.
19! That's really good.
Yeah.
There's a guy called Sound and Space saying, hey others, that's so nice. How can I? Oh, I can comment. Hi everyone. Osallistava means participatory in Finnish. Okay, I'm being ironic again. This is horrible. I really like participatory. I think that's the like. Oh my god! I'm using my band's account. How can I delete this? This is horrible. How can I flag it? No. I'm so sorry. My apologies to my bandmate. This is. Can I delete them? Oh, I have to like. Sorry, this is more important than like whatever we were just doing. No. Oh my god. Okay, well, it wasn't the worst thing to say, but still, like, that's. I have to like change the. Do I have to like sign in? Oh yeah. This is horrible. How. Also, one of the key tools of a sound designer: delay. Things happening again and again. But anyway, so we were happy with the flies, and I think they have been now downloaded. Yes, that's the Miklo one file. Hope you can all hear what I'm saying. Not that you would be. No, I will not deprecate myself. And let's mix the flies nicely. Oh, that's perfect. I didn't know. I didn't remember I'm doing that with my fingers. That's like flies bumping into each other. Crazy world we're living in, right? Oh my god, this is so good. This is too good. I'm so happy. Finally, my career is going places. I'm not stuck anymore. I've been so horribly depressed like for the past weeks. I was thinking about canceling this, but then I felt like that would send the wrong signal to like everyone. And like I wouldn't get any gigs anymore from the school and it'd be really sad. Anyway, you don't have to worry about me. I wouldn't worry about myself. Okay, so we're gonna cut. What we're gonna do is, because there is this part where I'm not brushing my hair, we need to cut that away, and then we're gonna go back to the amazing rubbing sound. And then, yes, that's beautiful. Oh, there's more. Good. When am I stopping the hair thing? I think there. Yeah. Okay, well, let's just copy some. Who cares? It's just styrofoam. Okay, I would not add any reverb at this point. Let's be like minimal designer, not like any fancy effects on the sound, just like this is like raw, this is like real, and like other big words. Yes. Oh. First of all, I'm not gonna put steps there. I like nothing is more horrible than trying to like sync steps. That's like so horrible. So I propose that if you're a sound designer, stop using the sounds of someone walking. Like if a director tells you or you tell yourself that, well, you know, the guy's walking there, so we need the sound of footsteps. No, no one needs the footsteps. We all know how footsteps sound. Like, you're not like adding anything to the world by putting footsteps on your videos. Like everybody knows how walking sounds like. So, sorry, I got a bit angry. Anyway, so I will throw in one. I was thinking about like the sound of some. What's the thing? This thing that is motorized and then you like go like this, like the wheels and what's Segway. Segway would be nice here. I'm not sure if Freesound already has segways. Dub ringtone. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's good. Because one big part about modern sound design is that sometimes it coincides with music. So that's amazing. Like, is it music, is it sound design? I don't even know. It's just... Okay, so maybe when I start to walk, we'll hear this beautiful sound and I'll add some reverb now against my better knowledge. And then here we go. It's really good, but it has to be like super loud. Well, not super loud, but like quite loud, I would say. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do for like the next. I'm gonna stop at some point because I don't think this thing is that. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Let's have like a vote or something. Now there's a sense of appropriation using these like dub delay sounds. I just don't feel comfortable using those kind of sounds. I will not use them. Something else. Lax. Oh yeah, LAX. That's true. What other words? Just 3 letters. Pin. Hairpin. Pins falling. That's the sound of my life. No, that sounds like styrofoam. I'm in a bad place here. Okay, explosions are always super fun. Let's have an explosion. But like car, like, let's do it ourselves actually, yeah. I'll do it, maybe. Or does somebody want to record the sound of explosion by doing it to my laptop microphone? Anyone? Anyone feeling like being a recording artist? I'm sensing someone. Who is it? There's someone who is like, I wanna be on stage. Like this is a stage now, there's like light and like tens of thousands of euros of like light and sound technology around us. So this is real. Anyone? Would someone like to step up and like do a bit of recording with me? Just a little recording, anyone? Just. Okay, let's give a round of applause. Super, okay. So I'm gonna pretend that I don't know you from beforehand, because we're like designers and like just like whatever. No, so you know the microphone on the MacBook is there. So could you create an explosion?
An explosion?
Yeah, like just yeah. Are you ready?
Like with anything? Anything.
Anything. Like I would think about your voice sound, but like whatever actually. Yeah, just.
I've tried a couple of times, but.
I'm learning here. I didn't record it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it again. The bottle didn't do anything, by the way.
Maybe it made a sound.
I think it made a sound. Okay, let's listen to it now.
Can we hear it?
Yeah, of course. So there we go.
Really pathetic.
No, but like that can be like fixed in the mix, as we say in the industry.
So you're fine with that.
Well, maybe we could take another. To be honest, I was the big fan of that one. No.
I'm not either, but I don't know.
Yeah, but maybe.
Do you want that it sounds like somebody saying kaboom?
I don't know. It's up to you. Maybe like just like do like an abstract poem with your mouth, like blah, or something like that. You want to try that? I'm directing here. Like make the sound of anxiety or something like, you know, like rah, because that's how anxiety sounds. Please don't go.
You want like an anguished explosion.
Yes.
By a human.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready?
But I have to think about this for a
No.
Nothing,
Okay. Super good. bit on the distorting side, but that's on me. That's on me. Let's hear it. That's amazing. Thank you. You can return to your seat. Thank you so much. We are surrounded by professionals here, no doubt. All right, I don't know where I would put it. Maybe here, actually. Maybe it's here. Like I'm like pointing out that, by the way, there's a lot of explosions around here in this scene or something. I don't know. Let's see. Why are you still studying? Like, what's the point? What could you possibly learn from anyone anymore?
I'm not studying anymore.
Yeah, that's true. No, you are.
I am.
You are studying.
In the fifth department.
Yeah, okay, so, but anyway, yeah. Rolls. No. I just bought these pants. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and clean myself. I'll be back in like 10 seconds. I can hear you. All right. Whoa, no one left. That's amazing. I would have left, I think. No, I'm again deprecating myself. I should be proud and like bold. I bought a book with me. Whenever I like invite a director to my home, I would just like leave a book like nonchalantly on the table, like something like really like. This time it's Cyclopedia by Reza Negarostani, and this is the kind of book that is nice to have. You know, it's contemporary. People talk about it. A lot of people haven't read it because it's kind of hard to penetrate, and they just have it there, like, yeah, it's just reading, yeah. So, like, when you design, also design your workplace, you know, design your identity, design what you're selling, because I think when I'm doing commercials, for example, the only thing I'm selling is taste. Or actually, I'm selling the opposite of fear. Like customers, they're always afraid that they don't know what's going on or what's cool or what's hip. So, and then I need to like tell them like, this is cool, this is hip, like having a workplace like this is cool, like this is cool. So you know, you're not just selling the sounds, you're selling the whole, well, world, obviously. For some reason today I feel like saying something kind of meaningful doesn't really sit well with the vibe today. So I'll just stick with explosions. I'm not trying to like ruminate or like wax poetic on the topic of design. Then again, I promised to do that, so it's kind of fair. I'm talking a lot. Where were we? Let's look at this again. This is so good. Let's look at from the. No, let's add one more thing, like a general ambience. Like, does anyone like one more like general like sound in the background, like ambience, something, someone? Will be good.
Ocean waves.
Ocean waves. That's a very designer choice, I have to say. Again, ocean waves. That's so good. Ocean waves. I don't know why I have to like search them. I should have them on my computer. That's streaming. It's long. I'm not gonna wait for that to download. That's some serious ocean waves there. You happy with that?
Yeah, so
Ocean waves. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is actually my favorite book. Like, this is so good. This book changed my life. I'm completely enthralled by it. I'm planning a solo show, and I have to figure out a way to use that book. But we have to loop it. Well, I'm sure it's good. Like, this is like, if you're paid well, then you would like nudge the like, let's look for the cue points where the loop is perfect. But when you're not paid well, like I'm not paid that well tonight. I mean, it's completely okay. I didn't ask for anything. But what I mean is like, if somebody's like, could you do as a commercial? We only have 50 euros. They're like, yeah, I can do that. But then you have to do it in like 15 minutes. You have to have self-respect. Or is that just obnoxious? I don't know. Or like being a bad person. Anyway, the sound of waves. Actually, let's put them to reverb so we don't have to worry about the points in time, like where the loop starts and ends, because the reverb will just wash everything together. That's why I love reverb. Is like social glue. It just forces everyone together. It's like nationalism or something. Like, yeah, we're Finnish. or whatever. So reverb is that. So good. But I feel like I was wrong. It doesn't need a sound in the background. It needs a change, like from this sound to, or I mean from the flies to the, so the storyline here is that once there were flies, but now there's the ocean. I'm not a writer, just pointing it out. So let's see if we can do that there. So the flies end there, and then we're left with the sounds of ocean, and the styrofoam also should end. It'll end, yeah. Oh yeah, my bad. No. But then again, it could be psychological. Like what's going on in their head. But now the question is, if there's somebody who has an idea, how we can make this change from the flies to the sea? Like what's the sound that will make this transition happen? Anyone? Why am I doing this? Yeah, like how can we? Does someone want the spirulina one, by the way? Anyone? Spirulina? Okay, we're good. That's okay. What would be this? Maybe a snare drum, actually, yeah. Just a snare, that's all. Maybe it's really simple. That's perfect, that works so well. But it has to be, the pause has to be longer, like, and there has to be like more of these snares, like it's like a break, like that. Like this is how I do sound design. This is not too far from my work aesthetics. The thing is, the ocean waves is too similar to the flies, so I propose that you can only have one sound that sounds like white noise. That's like the rule of thumb that I just made up. Okay, so let's try. I just copied it, and now the sound comes in an octave higher. Why would it be any different? It's just faster. What was I thinking? I don't know. I'm sorry, but I will skip the. That's good, that's good. I mean, I can send you some sound waves if I give you my email. No, there has to be a change here. We'll stop soon, by the way. I feel like we have to do something else today as well. Change, anyone, like what would happen next? Like what would be the change after the flies and the snare drum?
Sharpening knives. Sharpening knives.
Amazing. Why am I sitting here? Not you. I would totally use that, and then I would add, like, I think it's time to use music, you know? Like, yeah, the sharpening knives, absolutely, and then some like like music. Okay, let's see. Also, that your styrofoam or our styrofoam should come back now because I'm combing my hair again. But because this is a demo, I'm just showing you how a designer works. You get that in like normal conditions. I would like put the sound there, but today I won't. Like you understand that sounds good. Let's take the reverb away. That was a bad idea. Oh yeah, it changes. But yeah, this is already video art. This is completely, and this is my favorite scene. Look at the quality of the image. So nice. Anyway, do you want to keep on doing this, or should we do something else? I mean, it's true that I did tell people in advance that this is what we will be doing, but like, I am an artist. I usually betray my promises, and like, I'm not here as a designer to like fulfill, you know, tasks. Not that a designer couldn't be an artist and vice versa. I'm just saying that we could do something else as well. I don't know what that could be. It's Friday. I was thinking about drinking a bottle of whiskey, but I don't know. I don't want to like advance drinking either. But we can just like sit here and kind of think about why we are here in our own minds, and then leave when you feel like you figure it out. I can play some piano, like. All right, I'm gonna record this. This is really good. I'm gonna sing as well. How am I gonna like that? I think we need some reverb here. A lot of reverb. Yes. Oh, what's the channel? It's 8. All right, let's try this. Here we go. I had an idea about a video I once shot with 2 other people in London, and I was thinking I could do the sound design live, but now I'm sitting here in front of these wonderful people, and I feel like once again I failed to do what I was set out to do. And people think I'm being obnoxious or ironic, but none of that is true. This is not irony, this is helplessness. They are different. I feel ashamed to call people spend their Fridays looking at me trying to survive the gravity of my own ideas. And you know it's hard to express yourself time and again when the world is so unforgiving, unlike your loved ones who sustain and listen, and you listen to them. Whenever you're not too afraid that you're looking like you're not listening because you're watching something else with your right eye, and it seems like you might look like you're not listening, but you are just afraid that you will be misinterpreted. That's one of those words that are hard in a way that tells a lot about your personality, your personality, your personality, your personality. This is one of those moments that I hope I would be somewhere else, not here. Okay. So, just a quick song. Okay, at this point, how are we doing with the count, the view count?
21.
21. That's more than before. That's like. Thank you. I want to see it. I mean, I can't see it on my own. But, is there any like discussion? There's one like. Oh, there's 2 likes. So, just a quick song. Oh yeah. I can see it from here. Oh, there's 6 likes. Okay, at this point, how are we doing with the count, the view count?
21.
21. That's more than before. That's like. Thank you. I want to see it. I mean, I can't see it on my own. It's very like discussion. Okay, so I think we're done with the video. Perhaps maybe we can look at it again. Maybe like mix the sound a little, like my voice there singing. Let's see. Yeah, we don't need the piano.
I had an idea about a video I once shot with 2 other people in London. And I was thinking I would do the sound design live.
Let's add the waves here. I think that will be amazing.
Sitting here in front of these wonderful people.
Oh, that's the knives.
And I feel like once again I failed to do what I was set out to do. For mine. But none of that is true. This is not irony. This is helplessness. They are different. I feel ashamed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so as said, so what happens if you have hired a sound designer, you're a director or whatever, filmmaker or something, and then you are like, actually this doesn't need any sound, or actually you're the sound designer and you realize it doesn't need any sound. Like, how can you communicate that and send in your invoice like this doesn't need any sound? 2,000 euros. 14 days paying time. Like, how do you do that? Like, how little can you do as a sound designer and then still call it sound design? Like, this is something that I sometimes think, like, can you just is sending the invoice enough? Like, is that enough design? Like, or has to, okay. I don't know how you guys feeling. I feel like there's this reverb because we're amplifying my voice for the live stream and everything. This has been really nice, but I always end up in this rabbit hole of like just what is happening right now. So maybe at this point I'll just like shut this down and cable going up, and I'll put this laptop where it belongs, and maybe I'll turn off the microphone. Oh, all right. Like that. And do you have any questions, anyone?
What's that book about?
You have to read it. It's about like numerical theories and how oil is the narrating, the material that narrates the earth, basically. It's about the power of oil, but in a very mystical context, in a mystical way. Anything else? Yeah, I know.
Let's go for 1 beer.
That's an amazing idea. There's so many of us, but what could be a good bar? Let's decide the bar. Finally, something important. I mean, Juha, you've been doing this for a long time, so you invoice then the bar. Well, where would you go like with this? I mean, maybe everyone is not coming because they have other stuff to do and whatever. But like, let's say, how many of you would like to go with these people to a bar? I'm not watching. Yes. I don't know. Juha, can you tell us how many people raised their hands?
10.
10.
More.
A little bit more.
Okay, 15. So what would be the bar?
Well, studying Panimo.
Yeah.
It was quite full. I went there earlier.
Solmu.
Is it big enough?
Solmu might be. Where is Solmu nowadays?
Vaasankatu.
Oh yeah. But we could start from studying. What if one person goes to study Panimo and comes back?
No.
And then we leave.
Can you go there with the microphone? Can you go there and like tell us live? Is it...
I don't think the microphone holds until like Eero. Joo. Kuulet sä, että tää mikki ylettyy ulos asti?
En mä usko.
Yeah, so for those watching at home or who don't speak Finnish, no, we cannot go outside. We cannot go and see. So we have to make a decision. This is design. Once you make a decision, you sometimes cannot go back. Like after you have like ordered all this stuff, you can't be like, no, we don't need them, because you have to pay for these speakers and everything if you hire them from someone or lend. Yeah. So Solmo. So should we go? Should we just go to study Parim and see if we can fit?
Yes.
Okay. At this point, I really thank you. I hope you're not too disappointed. I mean, I did my best. As I tend to say, this is the very best I have today in me. And if you feel like when someone asks you like, have you seen Kimmo's performances, and you say, well, I've only seen one, so I can't judge. So I tell you, you can now judge. They are not that different from this one. Like all of my works are the same. I've said this before and I'll say it again on record. So if you feel like this was a disappointment and this was terrible, that's like you have seen enough that you can hold that opinion. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to be like, well, you know, maybe that guy is different. No. No, it's always like this. It's always like there's no change. Absolutely, I will be doing the same thing like in the next when I'm like 68 or something, whatever. So I thank you for the ride. It was really. I wish I could have been more interactive with every one of you, but I'm so scared. I'm still working on how to like deal with people in like this kind of setting, which feels like a panel. You know, like judging me. So I thank you. And this has been the longest thank yous ever. But like, I'm really happy you came, and like, if there's nothing else you can take home from this, at least, you know, you saw a person try, and I like to see that myself, so I believe in what I do. Thank you. And thanks to everyone who helped put this all together. So let's go. Okay, so studying Panimo, nice.